Welcome to Big Mama Flossie's Annie-Mae Smith's kitchen. She has a lot to say about her homemade candied yams. Go ahead, Big Mama. Let them know and give it to them good.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am so sorry. I've just been so busy with, the Thanksgiving holiday and all that good old stuff. You know how it is. Y'all real cooks knows how it is. You can't be behind the camera all day long. But anyway, welcome to Big Mama Flossie's Kitchen. I want to talk to you guys today about my candied yams. Now, candied yams is totally different than just some regular old sweet potatoes or sweet potatoes with marshmallows melted on top of it. So I just want to go over it with you about the facts of etiquettes about homemade candied yams. Now, most children don't like, vegetables. And this is a really good thing to have for your kids or your kin or whatever who likes to have sweets. And if you want your kids to go ahead and have a little bit of vegetables, it's okay to add them with a little bit of spice and, a little bit of flavorings and stuff like that. Now think about it. If you had a plate of squash and nothing was on it, and I'm not just talking about the salt and pepper, I'm talking about nothing, would you eat it? Now, you're not talking about hospitals, because hospitals, you don't have no choice. You be so darn hungry, you don't even care, how it tastes or if it's seasoned or not. You just put the salt and pepper on there. But anyway, I learned a whole lot from Mama Soul Kitchen on Instagram. Mama Soul is so creative, and she talked about adding salts to your dishes. So substituting other things instead of salt is much healthier for everyone. We don't understand why most cook shows would add in salt and pepper. Did you know that salt has more sodium than seasoning salt or garlic salt or celery salt? It's a high intake on having just plain salt, and it's really like double the sodium used. But anyway, we're not going to talk about salt. Anyway, we're going to get back on the candied yams. All right, so, Michael, go on and put it on there for me. There you go. You don't have to say nothing. It's my video. Oh, okay. Shush your lips, boy. Okay, now, go back on the yams, Michael. All right, so everybody, this is the big thing that Mama Flossie makes for Thanksgiving. And these are candied yams. And go ahead and get a good view of that, Michael. You can do all that nice little glazed sauce on there. And oh my goodness, everybody just loves it. Okay, so when I do this, you can either do, you can put it back on the cans. You can do all kinds of canned yams, canned sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes, they're all wonderful and they're delicious. It doesn't even matter. They're all the same, because if you read the back of the label, even though if it say yams, they'll say sweet potatoes and corn syrup and water. And that's it. I mean, think about this. If you guys cut up your sweet potatoes or yams from the store, and you see that I cut up some right there. Okay, on my little sheet there. Alright, so I buy the real yams. Like the kind that you have to peel. Then what you do is when you cut them up like this, you go ahead and boil them. You boil them for like you would do like potatoes. And so you boil it for like about 30 minutes. 25, 30 minutes. Let it drain. And then you would go ahead and mash it up. And you would add in your butter, your brown sugar, your cinnamon, vanilla, and basically that's and a little bit of nutmeg. Okay, you don't want sweet potato pie. We don't want to do sweet potato pie. That's why you add nutmeg and all that. But when I do this, I don't add really that much nutmeg, because nutmeg is really powerful for a lot of people, and a lot of people, it's very it's good for you, but it just tastes like sweet potato pie. So I try not to make it taste like sweet potato pie. Just going to put it back over there. It's all right, Mama. Go ahead. All right, so the whole thing I'm trying to say is you can buy the canned sweet potatoes. You can do all that if you want to. You can buy the real thing. But when we do Thanksgiving dinner, we do the real thing. We do the peelings, the cutting, the chopping, the mashing, and all the stuff how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have real cuisine. Now, if you're trying to get a man, put that back on the cans for me, Michael. If you're trying to get a man, eliminate the cans, ladies. If you're trying to really get a man that's going to stay in your life forever, throw away the cans, okay? Okay? Now, if you are so desperate and you're trying to cut down time, you buy the cans or whatever, but you're still taking out the time to buy the cans, so you might as well just go in and buy the potatoes and boil them and peel them and cut them and all that stuff. It's even better for you. More vitamins in it, okay? Now, if go ahead and put it back on the yams. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're trying to get a man, eliminate the cans. You don't need canned sweet potatoes. You don't need canned yams. Now, the first can of yams, it was by, who was that, Bush or something, whatever. He says yams on there. But if you look up closer, it says sweet potatoes and corn syrup. But it says yams on there. Now, that's really confusing. I don't even know why they do stuff like that. You know, and the whole thing about it, I'm just trying to say is it's just confusing, and it confuses a lot of folks about what's a yam, what's a sweet potato. The same thing. It's the same thing. But if you do sweet potato pie, you should do sweet potatoes, not yam pie. Okay? In the store, sometimes they name them as yams. It's okay. But if you're trying to do sweet potato pie, you stick to sweet potato pie. If you're trying to do pumpkin pie, you stick to the pumpkin pie. If you're trying to do yams, you should really stick to yams. So you can buy sweet potatoes or yams, same thing. But if you want to do yams, you can do yams, okay? It's all good. It's all going to taste kind of similar, the same. It's the same thing. It's just a little more stringy in the yams. Okay. Now, the next step is once all that caramelization is all made and you put it into your yams and I make the sauce actually first with all the ingredients that I told you about, and you add your butter. Now, hold on. This is what, get up closer to me, Michael. Just get up a little closer. This is very, very, very important to all of you. Michael, stop playing with the color. I'm sorry, Big Mama. I told you not to say nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, listen very closely. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to make some candied yams, please, please, please throw out the margarine. Please, please. It is not worth it, okay? It's a waste of money. It's oil. It's worth, throw it away. Throw it away. When it comes to cooking in the cuisine, we want butter. Real butter. When you use butter, butter is better. Okay? Just remember that in your mind. Butter is better. Now, we use the butter. We use the brown sugar. We use the vanilla. We use the cinnamon. And we use vanilla. Okay? Now, I prefer real vanilla. But if you ain't got real vanilla, vanilla extract would do. But that's last on the totem pole. I'd rather you have vanilla bean. Vanilla bean is the way to go, okay? It's more expensive, but I'm telling you, boy, the flavors will come out in these yams and make you want to slap somebody. Mama! Okay? Now, as I was saying, let's go back to the table, Michael. Alright, so, we talked about the collard greens. Go with the collard greens. We talked about collard greens. Y'all need to look at my tutorial on collard greens and etiquette about that, okay? It's important. If you want to get a man, look up the collard green tutorial with Big Mama, okay? Go back on the yams here. Okay, now we're doing the candied yams, okay? So we got the cut up yams by scratch. Boiled, peeled, and deliciously seasoned, okay? That's what's on that full pan right there. That's the results of the real stuff right there. You see that? You see that? There's a real thing right there. That is a difference. No can, nothing, okay? Now, go back to the cans. Now, you got a variety of cans you can get. And you can use them if you prefer. I prefer you not if you're doing Big Mama. If you represent Big Mama, no cans, okay? Now, if you go into the cans, That's fine. Drain the juice off of it, the syrup, water, whatever. Then you make your caramel sauce and pour it on top of that. Chop it all up fine. Add a little more vanilla, more cinnamon. And you guys go ahead and stir it up. And you guys bake it for 40 minutes on 350. Okay? 350. Turn the timers on. 40 minutes. Okay? It's going to be bubbling, sensation, making caramelization on top of it. And it's just going to be delicious. Now, you can do marshmallows if you prefer. If you don't want to do marshmallows, that's fine. My family preferred no marshmallows. But if they want marshmallows, they can put the marshmallows on the plate with the yams and put it in the microwave and melt it. Okay? Now, you guys got the etiquettes of that. And you guys stay tuned because I'm going to talk to you guys. Put that thing on my cake over there, Michael. Okay, we'll talk about that cinnamon sock it to me cake right there. That's going to be the next one. Okay, you really want to get a man. Y'all listen. Thank you very much. And y'all have a beautiful Black Friday, Thursday, Thanksgiving, all that stuff. Bye.